Okay, welcome. This is the first video podcast of my website, Scifiwatch, the video blog that I'm really excited about. But first, before we get into that, I want to show you something. Now, when I came home, when I woke up from sleep this morning, I came down to see that my brother had retrofitted my dad's old hi-fi. And seeing as how, he has a huge classic record collection, I thought I'd just show you this for a second. This is the best of Alice Cooper. Now, for those of you who weren't born, who were born after Thriller and have all your iPods here, who were born before cassettes, before CDs, this is what we call a hi-fi record player or a high-fidelity record player. And this is made with genuine American vinyl. So here's what you do. Very simple. Try and keep up. You push the power button here. Watch this now. And starts the record spinning. Alarm goes up. You turn the power on. Seeing as how I'm a big Alice Cooper fan and I saw Wayne's World yesterday, I thought, what the hell? Oh yeah. Not bad sound, considering there's some feedback in the background, but I thought we'd get it going to some music here before we get down to business. Now, I want to tell you a couple things about the blog. First of all, this blog started back over a year ago when I was taking my course in book and magazine publishing from Centennial College, and when I took an online media course, the thing she taught us was a rather generic free WordPress blog at www.wordpress.com. Now, I had written about 100 posts with this blog, and then I figured I might as well resurrect it because I love it so much. So at this point, I had no idea how to convert a WordPress.com blog to a WordPress.org blog. So the first thing I did was I didn't want to pay for it, so I accessed a free server at 000webhost.com. Now, unfortunately, this only allows you 5 gigs of space, and I think about 500 megabytes of bandwidth to go through. I'm not sure if that's exactly right, but what happened was, after about maybe 3 months into the thing, I was losing speed, I was losing bandwidth, and I had to make the decision to convert it to register for a domain name and convert it to another host. This decision came sooner rather than later when, my website was really slowing down, so I decided to just upgrade to the hosting program, or the hosting server that they offered, at about maybe $12 a month Canadian, which isn't bad, considering, considering this is more of a hobby and I don't make much money with the blog, but at $12 a month, it's really good, and I was able to register the domain name www.scifiwatch.net. And as you can see, my blog looks great. I purchased a new WordPress theme called WP Chatter, WordPress Chatter, at solostream.com. Very good program. I'm happy with it. Very little bugs. I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, that costs around maybe $80. So, my job at this point is to make enough money in the year so that I make a profit less the cost of the theme and the cost of the monthly web purchase and the cost of the domain name, which I think came out to like $5 or $6. So why am I doing this? The reason I'm doing this is really twofold. One, it saves me from actually having to write a blog post. But that's not the overall reason. The second reason is I stumbled across this website a couple of days ago, and this is entrepreneurialjourney.com, and this is probably one of the best websites I've seen to teach bloggers who want to become professional to gain more traffic. And one of the things this guy suggests, his name is Yarrow. I'm not sure his last name, but his name is Yarrow. Nevertheless, go check it out, find it yourself. And he suggests one of the easiest ways to do this, to drive traffic, to gain people to actually coming to your blog as opposed to coming and leaving, is by making a video. Probably sounds easy, but, on the other hand, it has to be useful, it has to be some information. It's basically another way for me to connect to my readers other than say, an article or a trailer where a person would come leave and never come again. So hopefully this, and I hope to run a weekly segment of these video blogs and post them on the blog. I'll also be uploading these to YouTube, so hopefully I can get the username Scifiwatch. But you know what? I'll be done today after this is done. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. I hope you subscribe to the YouTube channel when it's eventually up. So what are the reasons for running this blog? And the reason is basically twofold. One, I just really love science fiction, and when you love something, you're very passionate about a certain area and a certain topic. You don't really consider it work. Now, I don't consider it work when I write. In fact, I write these posts during my lunch break, at my work, which I work as an assistant editor for 2 magazines. In between 3 hours of writing for those magazines and another 5 hours of writing for those magazines, for writing, at my job. So you know what? I mean, to be able to write during your lunch break in the midst of 7 more hours of writing, I think it speaks. I think it says something. But whatever. So that was the first reason. Second reason is I am trying to get published in science fiction. I have a novel out there, and I've been trying since October of 2008 to get published. Unfortunately, not only has the recession caused less people to buy less books, but it also caused less publishing houses to take on less clients. So what I've done, I'm a huge fan of the author John Scalzi and his Whatever blog, and the way he got published for his 2003 novel Old Man's War was actually one of the editors, Patrick Nielsen Hayden at Tor, one of the biggest science fiction publishers in North America, actually went to his blog, which gains, I think, 40,000, 50,000 hits a day now, and actually found his book and said, can we make this into a novel? And he said, of course, yes. So if you actually go, it's just a way to gain, hopefully for me to get published in this manner, but also it's an existing media platform. So if you go here and click on Read Second Death for Free, is the title of my novel, it'll actually take you to the web page where the novel is. So you read Second Death for Free, where there will be a short synopsis, and if you look at the highlighted hyperlink, I set up my novel under a Creative Commons license at WordPress.com. Didn't want to pay for another website, and we just click that there. It should take us to the web page. There we go. Second Death, a novel, and you can read it on your own time. It's a great read. I certainly like it, but you know what? That's neither here nor there. So I thought I'd just kind of intro with that. This website is really just another means. These video logs are just another means to integrate my audience. So what do I plan to do with these? Well, I plan to recapture blog posts that have happened over the week. I plan to go into my email, show readers on posts that I may not have written, but nonetheless I want to gain publicity for people that have emailed me, press releases or whatever, stuff of that nature, really just publicity stuff that I want to get out there. I want to inform you what I've been reading. I want to show you just kind of a behind-the-scenes look on what goes into a blog, or what I encounter on a day-to-day basis in terms of maybe it's affiliates, how much money I make with this site, which isn't a lot, but just kind of the trials and tribulations of just of running this blog. So first, let me show you a couple of things that happened this week. I got my Gmail account right here. Okay. Oh, look. Hi, Mom.
Yeah?
You're on camera. High five. All right. So the first thing that I want to do here is show you guys
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you. I'm making a video blog. All right. First thing I want to show you is I got an email